Computer. Oh, hello. Okay, welcome to Halftime May. These days are just going by so fast, and I know May can be like a very tricky season, time of the year, season of your business, but you know, we are entrepreneurs and we are going to make the choice to make it happen. Jacqueline, I have you muted. Why don't you unmute yourself and we'll kind of go back and forth a little bit.
Okay.
You know, because I know I'm, you know, busy as, you know, a mom, you know, and I only have a kid in pre-K, you know, so, I mean, how busy can life be? But it is very, very busy right now. May is crazy, graduation parties, lots of stuff going on. It's getting warm. I know it's hot as heck in Arizona. I know it's getting warm in the Midwest. And if you live somewhere where it's cool always, you know, cold, has been cold in the winter. I know when that heats up a little bit, you're like, freedom, let's go outside and let's go play, as you should. But, you know, we know as entrepreneurs that, you know, our business should not take a back seat. And, you know, you are on this Zoom because you have made the choice, because there's always a choice, right? There's a million other things we could be doing right now. So you have made the choice to either, you know, watch the recording of this Zoom or join us live. And so kudos to you. And, you know, let's see if I have it. Of course, I don't have it so fast. So I want to just share with you guys something. So Mark sends me this Success from Home magazine every single month, which I think is so very kind of him. Just make sure you're muted, except for Jacqueline. And the first thing, it was so interesting. This is one of those like God winks kind of a thing. Like I got my mail this afternoon or early, whatever. It doesn't matter what time I got my mail. You guys are like, we don't care what time you got your mail. But Jacqueline and I were kind of, you know, planning this meeting, and I mean, we had a plan, but we were just like nailing stuff down. I open my mail and I get this magazine. I mean, who knows how long it's been sitting in my mailbox, because I was like overflowing. And the first thing it says on this magazine is self-made. Self-made. And so this was just kind of a God wink, you know, for me and to share with you guys, because we are self-made. We are self-made entrepreneurs. You know, we chose to be entrepreneur. We chose to be a business owner by, you know, joining It Works. But if we break down those two words of self-made, I just think it's just so powerful and so like, help me out, Jacqueline. It's just very, like, don't you feel so good about, let's just think of it like self-made anything, you know, like it was just Mother's Day. Okay. So how many of us, we all have little kids, how many of us got something from our kids that was self-made by them, right? And how excited were they, and how proud is the word I was looking for. How proud were they to give you that noodle necklace? Right? Weren't they just beaming because they made it themselves? Like it came from their heart. It came from their soul. They picked out every single color of that noodle necklace, and they were like, I'm doing this for my mom. I'm doing this for my mom, and I'm going to do the very, very best I can, because she is the person that means the most to me. They made it themselves. I'm about to cry, actually, because that is exactly what we're doing with our business every single day. We are taking little steps, one by one, to become a self-made entrepreneur. I'm here, Jacqueline's here, your sideline sisters are here, but at the end of the day, you have to be self-made. You have to put in those loyal customers. You have to get those potentials on a phone call, or you have to, you know, make those connections, and you have to go to a wrap party. I'm cheering you on, and I'm hoping to inspire you, because Jacqueline and I and Charlene She's, you know, we miss her tonight so dearly. She wanted to be here, but she had a prior commitment. We are in the trenches with you, but at the end of the day, it's you, your iPhone, and your determination, because you want to get this done, right? And when you hit submit and you become a distributor for It Works, and you're like, damn, all right, I'm going to do this. And you're so excited. But then you hit that little roadblock. You hit that person that says, no, I don't want to throw a party for you. Or I don't want to do this for you. Or I don't know. I'm thinking about becoming a distributor, but not right now.
Here we go.
Doesn't our family, doesn't our kids who made you that noodle necklace one by one by one, don't they deserve for us to push forward? I think they do. I think they do. So self-made, if you think of someone who is self-made, a self-made millionaire, I'm thinking of like automatically like the people on Shark Tank, you know, like the started from the bottom, now we're here, you know, like those people, like day in, day out, like they are just trudging. They're early. Just make sure you're muted. They're getting up early. They're, you know, making sacrifices. That's us. You know, like right now it's on a very smaller scale because we're thinking and wanting to make that $200 to $500 range, and then we're going to go from there. You know, so it's a very smaller scale, but it's going to get there. It's going to get to a bigger scale the more people we help with our health and wellness products. And also, I'm going to manage you all. Jacqueline, just unmute yourself. We're going to get there. You know what I mean? But it just starts with, you know, doing it. And that's exactly why when I created our new page, I created it to say, you know, the name of Action Academy, because it takes action day after day after day after day, week after week after week after week. Shit, you guys, I've been in this business almost 4.5 years. Do I care that I'm not ambassador? Hells no, because I would never be making this money as a teacher, tutoring on the side. Heck no. But I never gave up. I'm never going to give up. Never, like literally never ever. They say like never say never, but I'm like, no, I will never give up, because I know that I was supposed to be here right in this moment, right along also like all of you. Hold on one second. Shut up. Stupid cat. I don't see her for like weeks at a time, and then all of a sudden I'm like doing a meeting. She's like, meow, meow. I'm like, shut up, dumb cat. So in a nutshell, that noodle necklace, like it got me all going. I'm like, damn, that's good stuff. You know, we have the power. We have the power to be self-made. And lucky for us, you know, if we think about the sharks on Shark Tank, or, you know, any other like huge business mogul, they didn't have the action steps. They were kind of just learning and trial and error, and, you know, how are we going to kind of do this? But we have the steps. Our company has put together the steps, and all we have to do is to put it into action. 4 LCs, 3 distributors every month, 1 foot in front of the other, and keep on repeating. That's it. It's so simple. Jacqueline, go for it. What else?
Well, a couple of things. Back to the self-made. That was actually one of the things that I never realized would feel so amazing when I joined, because I had never done my own business. Like I had just, you know, so in my mind, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to join and I'm going to make a couple of extra $100 a month. But one of the biggest things that I was like, wow, like, first of all, I could go on forever with how much It Works surprised me on something I didn't expect. It just never failed. Like it always seemed like there was another thing. I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. I didn't know that was going to happen, or I didn't know this was that. Like it was nonstop. But one of those things was that feeling, that empowerment of, I'm doing this. I control it. You know, it's like that woman power. You know, it's so when we, you know, a lot of times, especially with moms, and I know that there's men that do this business too, but it's a little different because with moms, and I guess maybe not. There's stay-at-home dads and stuff, but you kind of get lost in the shuffle when you start having kids and you know, taking care of the husband and taking care of this and taking care of that. You kind of get lost in the shuffle. And I know that was one of my biggest things where I'm like, I finally found something that was like mine. It was like, you know, that I was proud of, that I was doing, that I had ownership of. You know, it's like when we, you know, raise our kids to be good. And they're like, and you're proud of them because you're like, I did that. That's the same thing. It works. Yeah. So it's like, you know, guys, I just think many times we need to like treat this as our baby, because if we do, one, we stick up for it. Like one of the things I have to tell you that my friends tell me that are like really good friends of mine, some of them don't even use It Works products. Some of them, you know, do. It doesn't matter. But one thing they say about me is they're like, Jacqueline, literally you stick up for It Works as if it were your baby. And I'm like, but it's true. Like it is my baby. Like I believe in it. I trust it. And by golly, don't say nothing bad about my baby. Just like you better not say nothing bad about my LJ or Bryson, you know? So I think sometimes we need to really treat it like that, because your business will go a long way. And then something else that, Amber, that you mentioned, I just kind of want to touch base, because I, for the life of me, can't get it out of my mind. And if you guys haven't seen this video, you have to watch it. It's on Success Squad. And it's about a girl who literally had these goals. Like, don't we all dream of like going diamond in a month? And then that doesn't happen, or like, oh, next month, and that doesn't happen. Before you know it, it's been 6 months. I know I actually was one of those people that dreamed, and it took me a year and a half to go diamond. And I think many times, what if I would have just quit when it didn't happen in that time frame that I wanted? Then I would have never made it to double diamond, and then I would never be sitting here fighting for triple, you know? So it's like, but just in this situation, this girl, it took her 4 years. And then literally she went from diamond to presidential. And I just think, guys, I'm sorry, but I can't get that out of my head, that what if I decide that, you know what, I'm just not going to do this no more. You know, that extra money I'm making just really isn't worth it. So I'm going to quit. And then if I could like rub that magic ball and see that I quit, but if I wouldn't have quit in a year, I would be ambassador diamond. Like I would be kicking myself in the butt. But guys, that's really what happens. People that quit literally let go of that opportunity to become whatever they want it to be. There, you know, somebody's ambassador diamond might just be a triple, or might be a double or a diamond or whatever it may be, you know, but they've let it go. They've completely just let it go because they allow all this crap to get in their way. And it's the biggest, you know, it's the biggest fight that we have to fight, you know, but I know that everyone's strong enough to get through it. So we just got to do it, because you never know.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine being that girl and quitting because it took her 4 years.
Well, and have you seen that post? I'm going to have to find it, but it's a story, kind of like a storyline of, you know, there's 4 people that are in the business and they quit. One person has like, you know, 250,000 in group volume underneath.
Oh, yes.
But they would never have known because they quit and they don't log into eSuite. And, you know, you have people on your team and in your organization like that. I do too. And it's like, if you would have freaking stuck with it, like it's just, you just never know, you know? You know,
and at the end of the day, we control it, and you can run this business debt free. There's really no excuse to not be running a debt-free business and profiting. And it's really, that profit is up to us. It can be as big or as little as we want it to be, you know, but it's like, you know, we control this really priceless opportunity. We just have to hold on to it and treat it like a baby. We're not going to get rid of our kids.
Not most days.
No, some days I may want to.
Yeah, for sure not coming off of Mother's Day. We would never do that.
But I love the self-made. I think it's something that we have to remind ourselves on, because we forget about that. And in the world is not, you know, a lot of times the jobs we take or we do that are the traditional jobs are not self-made. So our brains are not really programmed to think self-made.
No.
So it's something that we have to remind ourselves.
This is, you know, a different idea. I mean, network marketing has clearly been around for, you know, 100 years or whatever, like, but now I think it's very just really taking hold. And we are changing, like our, our age group and this, generation, like we're changing how businesses are going to, move forward. And so, yeah, it might be a little bit like we're kind of in like, uncharted waters a little bit, making the the unnormal normal. But when our kids are 18, they're going to be like, heck yeah, sign me up, because they've seen us grow these businesses for a long time. The majority of us go to college for 4 years, right? We know that we're in at least a 4-year plan for, your bachelor's. What if we thought of this business as like millionaire school? You're in college, you're in It Works college. You would never quit college. You've thought about it for sure.
Right. Some people have.
I know.
But we don't.
We don't. Maybe this is a bad example. But in this college, in this millionaire school, we can earn while we learn the business. I'm just barely, graduated. I've barely only been in, 4.5 years, but I'm still learning something every single day about the industry, about myself as a business owner. And I'm always changing. Jacqueline and I are always up late at night, like trying to get better and better and better, But as long as we stick with it, as long as we keep growing with the times, we're always going to be getting better. It's where we stay stagnant, and that's when we get a little bit of like funky and not good. So can I move on?
Yeah.
Okay, so here is your piece of paper. I want you to, now I'm going to be looking at the pictures to making sure that you're all doing this. Just joking. Okay, so here's your paper. I want you to fold it like a hot dog. Can you tell I was a kindergarten teacher? Fold it like a hot dog. And then fold it like a hamburger. All right, take it out. And now you should have 4 squares, okay? In the first square, I want you to write, I can and I will. Now I want this big, bold, and I want you to fill that entire square. I can, I will. I can and I will. I can and I will. I'm going to underline can and will just to really put emphasis on that. I can and I will. Okay, box number 2. I want you to put, nice, I like it, Jacqueline. Box number 2, I want you to put the amount of money you want or need to see as May commissions. Now, I want this to be a number that you're clearly like aiming for, but I don't want it to be, if you're not in that $10,000 range, like I like that you're dreaming, but I want it to be like a realistic goal, like a stretch goal, but also an obtainable goal. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Minimum, minimum is 300. Minimum is 300. What income, what do you want your commissions to say for May? We have a chat button. Do you guys know that we have a chat button? Put in the chat what you want your commissions to say. I want to see it. Minimum 300. Hey, Taryn. Okay, number 3. Okay, so we're going down. So right underneath the I can and I will, your third box is 5 things that you're going to do daily to make that number happen. 5 things that you're going to do daily to make that number happen. So I'm going to follow up on Instagram. I'm going to update and work my hundreds list. I'm going to blitz. I'm going to be bold and ask for the sale. And I'm going to, what else should I do? I want to write just like get shit done. I think that's a to-do list. Get shit done. So I made my list, and then I'm going to kind of do like a, I don't know, diagonal line. And then I'm going to write 4 LCs plus 3 DTs. So I want to remind myself that that is what I'm aiming for. $300, $550, $400, love it, love it, love it. $400, $500, $500 to $1,000, $500. I love it. You know why I love it? Because we can do it. You know what I mean? Like those are numbers when you're looking at your steps to success. If you want to bring in, you want or need to bring in $300, I know exactly how to teach you to get there. And it's all in the steps to success. It's bring in 3 new distributors. They get new oils this month. If you bring them in today or tomorrow, they get free shipping on their business builder kit. And then you help them get their first 2 customers. The company's going to give you a $100 bonus. And so that's just $300 just in fast start bonuses. And then you teach those distributors how to be successful just like what you're doing. And those commissions are going to come in too. So even, you know, 5. So if I'm thinking if you're bringing in 3 new distributors, you're getting your $300 in fast start bonuses. Your commissions are going to be at least $200 to $300, $500 just in May, just in these next 2 weeks. That's why I love this company, because there's like no guesswork. There's no like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to be self-made. We know what to do. All we have to do is do it. Okay, number 4, that $500, $400, $350, whatever you wrote in number 2 box, what are you going to do with it? I want you to write how you're spending it. Like I want you to write, like you saw preliminary commissions. It's making its way into your account. What are you going to do with it? Summer camp. Summer's coming up. Kids are expensive. They're like, what are we going to have for lunch? Let's go to Chick-fil-A. Let's do this. You're like,
for the love, I know. I'm not about to say Chick-fil-A is closed for the summer.
I'm like, you want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? You're like, no.
Right?
Summer camp. What about swim lessons, new clothes, vacations? What is that money going towards? And I want you to write an arrow to that number. So I created this idea just on a whim. I think I like slept, I don't know, you know how you wake up and you're like, damn, that's good. And it's like your mini dream board for the next 2 weeks, right? So you can look at this sheet, keep it close to your steps to success, keep it close to your family picture, which is on your steps to success, and know that in these next 2 weeks, you have the power to get all of this done. You can and you will. You know how much you want or need to make. You have the action steps that you want, that you need to do. Because at the end of the day, don't we kind of know what we need to be doing in this business, but we don't do it? I don't know. Sometimes I go to bed at night, I'm like, dang, I should really be messaging some people on Instagram. Nah, I'm gonna watch Housewives. Like, we know what we need to do, but sometimes we just don't do it. Well, here is now we're midway through the month. So now it's like, all right, I guess I gotta do it.
I mean, really, to be self-made, it takes discipline, and it takes for us to make it a priority. And sometimes making something a priority means you're missing out on something that you want to do. I mean, that's just really what it's all about. We make our kids a priority, and a lot of times we miss out on something that maybe we would rather do. You know, go to a friend's 30th birthday party, and we don't go because we have a football game to go to that night. Our kids are our priority, you know, and that's really what this business is all about too. We have to make it a priority. And when we do that, there's only so much time in the day. So with that being said, it's, you know, I'm just going to use TV as an example. I'm not trying to say that you're a bad person if you watch TV. Is TV your priority, or is it your business? You know, it really just all boils down to that. So sometimes it can be a hard decision to make, but what we have to do.
Yeah. And I don't know about you guys, but I work best under pressure. So like the beginning of the month, like if we're just being honest, I'm kind of like floating, like the beginning of the month, I'm like, tra-la-la-la, like I have all this time in the world to complete my steps to success. And then I look at the calendar, I'm like, damn, it's May 15th already? I better get my little booty in gear and get some work done, you know, because I'm in control of my paycheck. I'm in control of, you know, I love that Cami Dempsey and Ronnie Brown, they say our work ethic writes our paycheck, which I just so love. You know, if you're thinking about going back to college, or, you know, when I was in college, I didn't study for 2 weeks leading up to the test. I crammed the night before. You know, like I'm just that type of person. I work best under pressure. I work best when there's a deadline. You know, we've been to green carpet and conference, you know, a handful of times. Do we pack, you know, in December? No, we pack like 3 hours before we're supposed to get on that flight, you know, but we get it done, you know. So now is the time to get it done. Like now we're in that time of the month where it's like, we're not just lollygagging anymore. And I know we're busy. I know there's a ton of, you know, graduation stuff going on. I know that all the school stuff is going on. But just like Jacqueline said, if we make it a priority, once that income really starts coming in for you, it'll be easier to make it a priority. You know, like maybe right now you're like, well, I'm only making X amount of dollars. Like, why would I make this a priority? It's because the unlimited income potential that we're talking about, that you want, need, deserve, is at your fingertips. And it all just starts with just a little bit of action, creating that little momentum, and then writing that and creating that, you know, inside of you.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about, let me give you a couple of reminders and then we'll kind of sign off. So on Action Academy, any 3 enrollments that you complete, that you will get, you can claim a case, kind of like Deal or No Deal. So log your enrollments as they come in, and then you can claim a case, and I'll send you a package of goodies. You don't really know what's in the cases, but I have it all written down. It's super fun. So only 2 people have claimed a case so far, actually, I could claim a case if I wanted to send myself something in the mail. So 3 people so far have claimed a case, which is very, very exciting. What else? We have free shipping for any orders over $75. That's for you as well. So if you need business kit, or if you need business building tools like Blitz cards, or the Wrap magazine, or catalogs, or gear, or product, stock up on it right now, because I love free shipping, and I know a lot of people do. And also, did I already say free oils? Free oils for distributors. And so actually, if we can get distributors in the system tonight or tomorrow, not only are they getting free oils, but they're getting free shipping in their business builder kit, which is really, really awesome.
Oh, they do get free shipping in their business builder kit?
Mm-hmm.
So what about new loyal customers? Do they get free shipping if they're over $75?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize it was for them. I thought that was an auto shipment that didn't work. Oopsie, I missed that.
No, not on auto shipment, like any orders outside of auto. So,
I know. I thought for new people, they considered that auto shipment. So I didn't realize that was free shipping.
No, it'll be an enrollment. Yeah. So loyal, new.
Oh, good to know.
New customers, your current customers, if they place another order, they can get free shipping. Us as current distributors, and then distributors who enroll with the business builder kit, they get free oils and free shipping.
So if I sign a new loyal customer right now and they spend $100 on that order, they're going to get free shipping.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Today and tomorrow, tonight and tomorrow. Yep. So I just think that just is so, so huge. And, I literally, when I'm like online shopping and they're like, oh, you're $50 away from free shipping, I'm like, oh yeah, I might as well just load up my cart.
Yeah.
Even though shipping's like, I don't know, $8. So stupid. We had a super special training last month for our 400 club. So anyone who is over 400 group volume, we had a special training with VIP members. And so nothing official. Can you see me winking? But I would get you and your team over 400, because I don't know. I'm the organizer of that. So that was my idea to rally some of my troops. So nothing official, but something to reach for.
We got it.
Yep. All right, you guys. Well, happy halftime. I'm just so, so proud and excited for you, and way to kick off May. And that was all just practice and like stretching time, because now it's like real game time. Like, games, like, what does Mark say? Well, this is so true. Like, it takes fourth quarter for the game to be made. You know what I mean? So we're in third and fourth quarter, third week and then fourth week of the month. And let's win this game, so to speak. So
real quick, Amber, yeah. I wanted to, Blanca put in a chat that goals is where she gets stuck. Yeah. And I just kind of wanted to address that real quick. Yeah. I think that for many of us, we kind of fall in that same trap where when we're writing down our goals, the reason why we get stuck is fear of failing that goal, or fear of not obtaining that goal. And I just feel like that's where we need to think of it differently. I myself am guilty of that. There have been many times where I wanted to put a goal that I was going to sign 5 distributors, and I chickened out because I'm like, oh, you probably can't do that, Jacqueline, so just put 3. But at the end of the day, guys, we have to look at that differently. Being self-made, we're going to fall down. That's inevitable. That is part of the system, or the process. Thank you. That's the word. It's part of the process. Yep. We're going to fall down, but we can't look at falling down or missing a goal or whatever the case may be as failure. Because even though it might be looked at as failure, when you fall down, you have the choice to rise up, grow, and move forward. And anytime you do that, your business grows.
Yeah.
So guys, I mean, sometimes, like if I fall down, I'm like, crap, I missed that goal or I didn't do that. That's just an opportunity for me to grow more and make it happen next time. So I think if you feel like you're getting stuck on creating goals or whatever, try not to be so hard on yourself. Make it a goal and shoot for it. Know at the end of the day, you did everything you could to go after that goal because you wanted to achieve it. Because when you do achieve it, it's going to feel freaking good. But also make the goals attainable. But then know that if something happens, you don't reach that goal, it is okay. Set the goal again and make it happen.
Yeah.
We control that.
Obtainable, but stretch goals. You know
Yes.
what I mean? So
yes.
that could be, 2 LCs this week. Or one. What if we just talked about one LC this weekend? We could all for sure do that. Like we all have, over 100 contacts in our cell phone. Every single one of those contacts needs to have greens in their life. Like we can do this. And Blanca, I know for sure that you can do that. Goal setting is very scary because it makes us feel like a little like, woo, makes our tummy, little butterflies because we're not really taught to set goals like this. We're kind of taught to live like mediocre and just kind of like, through the motions of life. But
which is sad.
I know, right? But with this company, like we're taught to dream bigger, to aim for the stars and keep reaching for our goals. And so, Blanca, we will help you and everyone, clearly. We're just helping Blanca today, everyone.
Yeah. Well, and just something to remember, guys, this is a good saying that I don't know who says it, but he's very popular and famous for saying it. If your goals don't scare you, they're not big enough. So when you're setting your goals, if that kind of made you, when you put that number at that top right-hand corner, if that kind of made a little weird feeling in your gut and made you do that hard swallow, good. Now go make it happen and get it done. You know how to get it done. Get those LCs and DTs in. The more you hear no, the more you're going to hear yes. So just go after it.
Yeah. And, when I think about, so sometimes our goals hold us back, from greatness. Because we're just like, we don't even like know what you're talking about. Like, what do you mean goals? Like, I don't know. I'm just doing this, but it's really good to set them. But can we talk about what else is holding people back? Maybe we can just kind of open it up because I was actually messaging a couple people today and I kind of just asked, them, and I know that you did it too, Jacqueline. I just kind of was like frank with them, like, hey, I have a question to ask you. Like, just, I'm not going to tell anyone who I was talking to or whatever, but, what is holding you back from growing your business and truly being as successful currently as you really want to be? And what did you get, Jacqueline? Because I got a couple answers.
I got failure as being one of them. They're afraid to fail. And so I kind of just addressed that with the goals thing. And then let's see here.
And something
else about the failure part is, guys, there's a plan that they've given us to take action in so that we don't fail. So it's not like we're just out here floating around wondering what the heck we're going to do. We know what we have to do to not fail, to reach our goals. And so that's what we need to put that plan into action. Too busy. I got too busy. They're just too busy.
And how many times do we hear that, from potential distributors, like, oh, I can't do anything. I'm too busy. But I know, I'm looking at who's on this meeting tonight. I'm looking at some very busy people. But you have etched out, a half hour, 45 minutes to Zoom with us tonight. I know that you're going to be working this evening on your business. Like, busy people, they get stuff done. They make it happen. There's always many moments of our day, of our life that we can, shoot a couple messages out or, contact a couple people from your hundreds list. Our business is run in many 3 to 5 minute increments of focus and determination. So really no one should be too busy to add extra income if they truly, truly need it. Mark said on last night's call, like, hungry people work harder. So if you are hungry, if you truly have that determination to make it happen, then you're going to. You're for sure going to, because you're hungry and you're going to make it happen. Another one I got, which I thought was very interesting, like, I'm not even sure what to do to get loyal customers and distributors. And so I wanted to kind of address that, because people might be feeling that way. Like, okay, you say like get, enroll customers and distributors, but what do you even mean by that? So that's really what our team pages are for. And if you ever have like, you're messaging someone from your Facebook or a text message or something, and they ask you a question, or, you're building up, conversation, you can screenshot that message, and that's what your upline, like myself and Jacqueline and your sideline sisters, we can help you with what to say. We can help you with all the verbiage, because we've been in this business a long time. We are still learning, we're still getting, our verbiage right, and, how we like to, word things, but, we can help you. But, what to do to get customers is to talk to people. If you're not talking to enough people, you're not going to enroll, a lot of customers. And so, we like to spread that net, really wide off of that, fishing boat. The wider the net, the more fish you're going to get. It's just exactly like network marketing. The more people you're talking to and introducing them to our amazing products and our opportunity, the more people are going to be, magnetized to you, your positivity, your excitement. When I was starting, and still, I got a really sweet compliment from a girl today. She's like, you are just so passionate about your company and your business, and I've been watching you. She said, I don't want to join. I'm like, wait a second. She's going to be joining. I'm going to tell you guys, like, give me 6 months. She's for sure joining me. But she's like, it's very inspirational that you've stuck with it and you keep working at it. I'm like, oh, that's very nice of you. So, that excitement brings people in. People want to be a part of something exciting. They want to be a part of something positive, something happy. There's too much negative in the world and too much yuck in the world. People are sick of that. They want to join something fun and excited. But we can help you with verbiage. We can help you with, if you have a friend or, acquaintance or whatever, and they're, on the fence about, joining as a distributor, why don't we do a 3-way call? I would be happy to do a 3-way call with that potential, and you and myself, and I can, help any way I can. Like, we are in this business as a team. We're going to go to the top as a team, and I'll start right now.
I think it sounds amazing. Yes.
Very good. All right. Well, we have just been chatting. I think this was a really, really good halftime. So I'm not too mad at ourselves that we went a little bit over, but it's go time. We're going to finish May out strong. Check out, I love your end of May kind of dream board. Blanca, you just made your dream board. I love them. Blanca, I'm going to message you guys on the side, okay? So now we act. We are in the Action Academy. Now we act. We put all of our goodies into motion and we make it happen. So thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. So appreciate you all. And we will be talking very, very soon. Good night, everyone.
Bye.